Star of trade, Ashish Kyal, a Wave strategy advisor, is now joining in on the show. Meaningful, not a roaring bounce compared to the fall that we had yesterday of about 775 points. Compared to that, it's a 180-point gain. But what is the trade that you've taken today, and what would you advise?
Hi, afternoon to you and all the viewers. If you look at the overall market, yes, the bounce has been meaningful, but given the fall that with the magnitude of fall we saw in the previous session of more than 800 points, I think 175 is just minuscule bounce back. And Bank Nifty also, which was very high in the morning, has now given away a majority of its gains. Now, that is having said that the rupee depreciation remains a concern. This time, it is because of the dollar index rallying big time and breaking out above that 110 levels, and that's the reason the rupee is under pressure this time. Along with that, we can clearly see there has been a sell-off that we are seeing across the metal space. The gold and the silver are selling off, which everyone was expecting because of the war should be a safe haven. The crude, WTI crude is still hovering around that 98 mark. So there has been a concern globally. So having said that, the strategy on Nifty is going to be simple. Any move towards the level of 23,400 can be used as a selling opportunity again, as market is nervous and moving down in gaps, and we can expect it again moving towards that 22,950 mark. That's the zone, 23,400 to 22,950 on Nifty one should aim for.
Okay, all right. Ashish, hi, good afternoon. Good to see you win. A quick word on two heavyweights. One is Reliance Industries. At the start of the trading session, I had mentioned that since the Nifty Bank has gone into a bit of a tizzy, the other heavyweights will have to stand up and get counted. Now, luckily that's played out actually, because Reliance Industries has conquered the 20-day MA. It appears it's on its way to around the 200-day MA, and that's like an index by itself.
It's up by nearly 2.8% right now, showing a good bounce back, and I think it might be headed towards the level of 1470. So Reliance over short term looks bullish. The support for the stock is around 1376. But as far as the index is going, the problem is the other heavyweight HDFC Bank, which has been a major dragger over past 2 days because of the news flow and the events. But it has been a major dragger. HDFC Bank is down by more than 2%, and that's dragging the index. And that's why we are seeing pressure in Bank Nifty. But overall, Nifty is managing to still sustain there. So Reliance is positive as of now. And if you look at Bank Nifty, it's important to also look at HDFC Bank, what is happening with HDFC Bank. And the support for this stock is going to be around the levels of 760. It is trading around 781. So HDFC Bank is at 781. There is no positive attempt here. I think it's going to go down to 760, and that is going to drag Bank Nifty index lower again. So Bank Nifty can move towards the levels of 52,400, 52,600 levels from here on, and looks like the recent low which was made yesterday is going to be broken. Upside, the gap area of 54,870 is going to be a major hurdle for banking index.
Stocks? Ashish, what are you recommending by way of stocks, and what would the timeline be?
Sure. By the way of stocks, the first recommendation that I'm going to give across is going to be in Chennai Petro. We can see that the energy space is doing better, and we can clearly see the buying is emerging across this segment across this sector as a whole. The stock is up by nearly 5% as of now, but any dip from here can be used as a buying opportunity. On the downside, the stop loss can be maintained at 1,000, and on the upside, we can expect the stock to reach towards the level of 1180, 1190. This can be the time frame for around 2 to 3 days from here on. And the next stock on the buy side is going to be Jindal Steel. We can clearly see that there is a positive traction on the stock as well. It's up by nearly 4.5%. What is interesting to see in Jindal Steel is that in the entire chaotic sell-off that we are seeing since January, the stock is hardly down, and it's now moving back above. So above the prior swing high as well. So the overall undertone is bullish for Jindal Steel. We can expect the target of around 1255 here, and on the downside 1150 can be the stop loss. Again, the horizon can be 1 or 2 days, and you don't know, market moves very fast these days.
Got it. All right. Thanks a lot for that, Ashish. We'll come back to you. Ashish Kyal is back with us. Ashish, give us your fresh ideas in terms of buy or sell calls.
See, if you look at right now, the overall trend for market still remains in the range. 22,950 remains a very important support on the downside. Let's see if that is seen on the charts or not. Having said that, on the buy side, I think JB Chemical and Pharmaceuticals, it's showing, it's bucking the trend, moving independent to the overall market, and I think it's going to go towards the level of 2,200 on the upside. The stop loss for the stock can be maintained at 2,080. despite of the sell-off that we have seen in the broader markets and across the space, this stock is managing to outperform. The next stock on the buy side is going to be Dr. Reddy's Laboratory. We can clearly see the pharma space can act as a cushioning or insulated towards what is happening globally. And we can expect Dr. Reddy to move towards the level of around 1340 to 1350 on the upside. On the downside, 1280 is the stop loss, and one can hold the position for approximately 2 to 3 days.
Thank you very much for that. Vodafone